A Vivy Sparks love story. Two souls, one moment. Episode 4. When love starts to feel heavy. They thought saying yes was the hard part. They didn't know staying would be the real test. Dating Adrian was not fireworks and chaos. It felt more like light slowly returning to a room she hadn't realized was dim. After that evening outside Maple and Steam, when their fingers finally intertwined across the table, something between Liana and Adrian shifted. They started spending time together on purpose, not just by coincidence. They started seeing each other outside Maple and Steam. Movie nights where they never finished the movie because the conversation got too good. Late walks through quiet streets, sharing memories they didn't even know were still sitting on their tongues. Grocery trips that turned into debates over cereal brands. Adrian learned that Liana hummed softly when she was choosing snacks. Liana learned that Adrian always picked the quietest seat in any restaurant, not because he was shy, but because he liked to watch how people moved. He took her to his favorite secret spot, the roof of an old parking garage overlooking the city. "When things get loud in my head, I come here," he said. "What does it do for you?" she asked. "Makes me feel small," he replied. "In a good way. Reminds me I don't have to fix everything, just my little corner." She looked at him then, really looked. "You think you have to fix everything?" He shrugged. "Comes with being the older brother, I guess. And my mom had this way of making me feel like I was the steady one. The one who couldn't afford to fall apart." "You know you were allowed to fall apart, right?" she said quietly. "You don't always have to be the steady one." Liana's fingers found his. "You were allowed to fall apart," she said. "Just not alone." He squeezed her hand. "Deal. Same goes for you." They met each other's families. Marcy, Liana's older sister, watched Adrian with the wary suspicion of someone who'd seen her sister hurt. But over time, she warmed, especially when Adrian helped her carry heavy boxes without being asked and fixed her temperamental Wi-Fi without turning it into a bragging story. Weeks later, she admitted, "Okay, I like him. Don't mess this up." Dion, Adrian's younger brother, had less chill. "So this is Liana," he said when they finally met. "The one who has my brother smiling at his phone like a teenager." Adrian groaned. "Please ignore him." "Oh, don't worry," Liana replied. "I fully intend to." Months passed. Their relationship deepened. They celebrated small things together. Deadlines met, code finally running without errors, birthdays, promotions, good hair days. They learned how the other moved through sadness, through stress. They weren't perfect. But for a while, love was louder than all of that. Until life got louder too. Work got heavier. Adrian's job demanded long hours, late meetings, emergency calls. His phone vibrated constantly. Liana's freelance world picked up too. More clients, more deadlines, more pressure. She said yes to almost everything, terrified the opportunities would disappear if she slowed down. At first, they laughed about it. "We're like two exhausted adults pretending we have it all together," Liana said one night, collapsing onto his couch. "Correction," Adrian murmured. "We're two exhausted adults with snacks. That's at least a C+ in life." But slowly little things began to slip. Text replies took longer. Plans had to be rescheduled. Next weekend became maybe next week, which became I'm not sure when. They still loved each other. But love, no matter how soft and sincere, can strain under constant fatigue. One evening, back in Maple and Steam, they sat across from each other in that same window seat where everything started. Only this time, they weren't really there. Liana's eyes were on her phone, going through client emails. Adrian's mind was circling a bug in his code and an upcoming meeting. It was Adrian who finally broke the silence. "You've been distant," he said quietly. She looked up, surprised. "I've been busy." "I know," he replied. "I've been busy too. I just I feel like I don't know where you are anymore, even when you were sitting right in front of me. Her shoulders tensed. So what, this is my fault now? No, he said quickly. That's not what I'm saying. Then what are you saying? She asked, voice sharper than she meant. He hesitated. I miss you. And lately it feels like I'm standing on the outside of your life, knocking. The words hit a place in her she didn't want to touch. I'm trying, Adrian, she said. I'm trying to keep up with work, with money, with my own head. I don't have the energy to also manage how you feel about me. The minute she said it, she regretted it. Hurt flickered across his eyes. Is that what you think you were doing? Managing me? She sighed, rubbing her forehead. That's not how I meant it. He exhaled. I'm scared that while we were both trying not to drown, we're letting go of each other. They sat there, two people in love, suddenly feeling like they were on opposite sides of a wide, invisible river. They didn't fix it that day. They didn't know how. The crack between them was still small, but it was there, and it was growing. Sometimes love does break because people stop caring. Sometimes it breaks because they forget how to reach each other. In the next episode, the crack becomes a break, and Maple and Steam witnesses both the beginning and the end of a love story. Comment, love shouldn't feel this heavy. If you've ever tried to love someone and life got in the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss what happens next.